Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a live unboxing of another wristwatch, a TIMEX that I've spent weeks choosing for specific reasons that it will add value to my luxury wristwatch collection. And you're thinking, this guy, he's crazy. He owns an Omega Snoopy. He owns a TIMEX Snoopy. He owns Panerais. He owns more Omegas. He owns several Rolexes. He's just bought a Rolex Daytona, and he now has the cheek to say that his new TIMEX looks just as good as a Rolex Daytona. And hopefully it will, because I did my due diligence. Let's be honest, guys. I can't walk around the streets of England wearing a Rolex Daytona while I'm filming. I also will struggle with my Panerai, as these are high value watches and they will catch attention. What I'm trying to do is find a watch that is inexpensive but doesn't look cheap. And I think I have found that with my latest purchase. This new watch that I have purchased is a replacement for an Omega, would you believe? I wanted to get a speedy sapphire sandwich back in the collection. I like the look of the watch. I love the sweet spot, which is a 20mm lug-to-lug width, because I have loads of straps, loads of Atom straps, loads of Omega straps for a 20mm lug width, and I don't have a watch that will fit on any of them straps anymore. I don't put straps on Rolexes, and my beautiful Panerai is a 22mm width. So it was one of those things. I just wanted a watch to go with my straps, and I also wanted to get the Speedy back in the collection. So why not buy the Speedy? I worked it out that when I owned a sapphire sandwich, I probably wore it 2 or 3 times a year. That means I'm going to pack £5,500 into a watch I'm going to wear 3 or 4, maybe 5 times a year, tops. And I just came to my senses and thought, what would be the alternative? Well, the alternative is another TIMEX. And what I like about TIMEX is, because they're quartz, you can put them down, leave them for 6 months, pick it back up. It's got perfect time, and you can hit the ground running. You can just wear the watch, enjoy the watch. When you come back, you can put it down again. It's kind of a perfect daily beater, if you ask me. And at under £200, if anything happens to the watch, you're not bothered. You just go and get another one. This is an Omega Moonswatch. I love the watch. However, when I wear the watch, it just feels cheap. It is, because it is a plastic watch. It looks like an Omega, but it certainly doesn't feel like an Omega on the wrist, but it keeps perfect time because it's quartz. I then purchased this watch, which is a TIMEX Snoopy. I love the watch. I absolutely love the watch, but I don't think it's a wearable brand new watch for a couple of reasons. I love HydroFlex straps, and I love deployable clasps. I love to be able to just put the watch on my wrist and not have to think. Let me give you a quick example. I'm wearing my Rolex. I take it off the wrist. I put it on a watch winder. I grab my Panerai, and without even thinking, I've got it on the wrist, and off I go wearing my Panerai. It's as easy as that. Take the Panerai off, put it on the watch winder, grab this thing and try and get it on my wrist. And I am not exaggerating here. What I'm purposely doing is I'm trying to get this on the wrist as quickly as possible, get the flap in, get it on the wrist, and there you go. Takes a bit longer, but I love the look of this watch, and I was thinking of getting a HydroFlex strap or even a NATO strap for this watch, but I think TIMEX kind of ruined this watch with the design of the case, guys. If you look at this case, you can see that if I was to buy a strap, it would have to go in there, and it would just look stupid on the watch. It just wouldn't look right. And then you could say, hey, Branny, put it on a NATO strap, And then I'm going to show you now with this Artem strap, this gorgeous No Time to Die strap, that it doesn't even go in to the holding part of the watch where the NATO strap would be. You couldn't even get a pin on that watch if your life depended on it. So this is a gorgeous watch, absolutely gorgeous, but only compatible at the moment with the Timex straps, which really aren't that good, guys. They're just not that good. Do you give up on the watch? No. What I have managed to do, I've managed to reach out to the guys at Artem, and they're going to be sending me a Hydroflex strap to go on the watch, and we're going to cover that in an upcoming video. I'm going to go back to the drawing board and get another Timex, but a Timex that doesn't have all these problems. Without further ado, let's do the unboxing. There you go, guys. That's the watch in the box. "100% recyclable." Does that mean the packaging? I'm sure it does. Yeah, open the packaging. And that's it, guys. That's the new watch in the box. Timex. We knew it was a Timex because Brenny ruined the surprise. This watch took me about 2 months to choose for several reasons. It comes in a black dial with gold facets, and I just thought over time the gold facets may look cheap. It also comes in a silver dial, which I almost purchased. And then I thought, oh, it's not very legible, is it? The hands and the dial are so similar, they could cause me a problem with legibility. And when you see them on pictures, they're never as good in real life. And my theory is if a watch comes on a bracelet, always buy it on the bracelet. And then I discovered a third one, which I purchased. And it's a UK only model, would you believe? UK only. And it doesn't come on a bracelet. It comes on a NATO strap. And I have no intentions of using their NATO strap because, like I said, I did my research this time. I made sure I didn't have the same problems as the TIMEX Snoopy's design case, which is only compatible with their straps, in my opinion. Very unfair of TIMEX. Let me give you a few specs on the watch before I open the box. It's a 39mm case. It's 13.5mm thick, 20mm lug width, 50-meter water resistance. It's got mineral glass, and it's a stainless steel case. It's called the Waterbury, and it's from the Heritage range. Do you want to strangle me yet? Are you thinking, he's 11 minutes in, he's still not opened the box? Come on, Brenny, open the box. Okay, I'll open the box. Pull the sticker off. Oh my God. What a stunning dial. What a beautiful watch. I don't know if you can see that on camera, guys. Let's have a look. It's a very short strap. Okay, very short NATO strap. I'm not liking this strap. I mean, it doesn't feel cheap, but I'm not liking it. Ugh. Right. I'm not trying not to like this strap, but I don't like it. Look at the position. Yeah, that's not for me. That's not for me. Let's take it off this. So that's what it comes with. Not a fan. Let's get out a strap that I think it'll go on. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Or this one. Oh, let's have a look at the greens. Oh, it's like an emerald green, isn't it? Oh, we have it. We have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, look at the difference, guys, between an Atom and the Timex. Can you get that on camera? Let's have a look what the camera's seeing. Look at the difference, guys. Look at the difference. It's like night and day. Oh, this watch is gorgeous. Let's pop it open. That releases the watch. Let's set the timers right. So let's just go with 6 o'clock. Oh, do you see the 24-hour hand changing as well, guys? Wow. That was something I liked about it. So yeah, you've got a 24-hour hand there. So you can see, you see the 18 there, guys. So let's just set it to 6. Sorry, Brenny, I need to interrupt the video because I want to stop a subscriber from running out to buy my new Waterbury TIMEX watch because of this video without knowing the true facts. This is a future Brenny who's had the watch on his wrist for about 2 hours. I still love the watch, but there's something I need to make you aware of that I didn't know about this watch. There's no seconds hand on this watch. There's a 60-minute timer, there's a 24-hour hand, and there's the function that tells the time. There is a timing seconds hand, but there's no seconds hand on this watch. To be fair, I like it, but I didn't want you guys to run out there, buy this watch without knowing this very poignant piece of information. Couple of other things. The loom, not very good, guys. I charged it. Within 15 minutes, it's not legible. And for the price I paid for the watch, it doesn't bother me. I wanted to tell you some other things about the watch. On the bracelet, the watch is £275. On the NATO strap, the watch is £215. However, I didn't pay that, guys. I waited for the best deal. TIMEX reached out to me and said, "Hey, Branny, we are doing an offer for a first-time buyer. We'll give you 15% off any watch." So I purchased this watch for £184. On the bracelet, it would have been £233. I don't know if I told you this, but the green dial version doesn't come on a bracelet. Only the black and the silver. Gotta tell you one last thing. This is the second time I have purchased a watch because of an Atom strap. That's true, guys. You normally purchase a watch and then you realize you need a better strap for it. No. What Brenny does now is he wants to wear an Atom Hydroflex strap, and he goes out and he buys the perfect watch for the perfect Hydroflex strap. This £7,000 Panerai comes on a god-awful strap with a god-awful pin buckle. Since I purchased this watch, it has been on a Hydroflex strap and will always be on a Hydroflex strap. This watch, right out of the gate, went on to a Hydroflex strap and will stay on a Hydroflex strap. I might put this watch on a NATO strap, but predominantly it's going to stay on a Hydroflex strap. That's 2 watches in my collection that were bought because of Atom. That's how good Atom is, guys. And they're not paying me to promote them. Sure, they give me free straps, but I have asked them countless times, just let me buy them with a bit of Brenny discount. And they said, "No, Brenny, you're a friend of the brand And therefore, if you want a HydroFlex strap to go with your new watch, we will send you one. Outstanding company, outstanding owners, and I am proud to recommend Artem to all of my subscribers. Let's turn it on. Do these screw down? No, they're just decorative. So these don't move. They're decorative, which is fine for what I paid for the watch. So you've got the timing second hand there, you've got the minutes there, and you've got the 24-hour clock there. This is one of my favorite straps from Artem, and oh my God, straight through. Wow. You'll see why I like Artem straps. Look at the length of that, and you can put it on your wrist without any faff. Straight on. Oh, so comfortable. And there you have it, guys. One brand new watch in the collection. Absolutely love it. Sometimes in watch collecting, you have to plan it, you have to organize what you're doing, you have to think, right, what if, and then Artem goes ahead and creates something perfect. This is a HydroFlex strap with a difference. Now, when you order a strap from Artem, it comes with a 20mm taper down to 16. So this is an all-weather HydroFlex strap. Lovely packaging, which I got for this watch. And you should be able to push your fingers through here. Yep, there you go, that's one. And I'm gonna have to do it with my nails, guys. Strong nails. I can tell you how I've got full head of hair and strong nails if you want, guys. Okay, I've chipped the nail, big deal. So you put this on here and you're away. Now, this is the Branny show. Branny is organized. Here's one he prepared earlier for you guys. And these two items have never, ever met. They're like a girl and a guy on a date, and the guy goes up to the girl and says, hey, can I buy you a drink? And she says, sure, honey, I'll take a vodka and tonic. And he just goes like this. Boom. Straight on. Good to open that up. Straight in. Straight on the watch. And there we are, guys. How does that look? Oh my God. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely incredible. What do you think, guys? What I particularly love about Artem straps are they listen to their customers and they absorb the information and they come back with something bigger and better. This is an older Artem sailcloth strap. It came in a 20mm lug width down to an 18. And what people said to Artem was, hey, we want a 20 down to 16, which is compatible with an Omega clasp. Let me take you back a step. I purchased this TIMEX Snoopy and I was extremely impressed with the quality of the watch. I own luxurious watches and I thought that if I just took my time and chose the perfect TIMEX, which I have done, I could put the watch on my wrist and not feel like it's a lesser watch. And guys, mission accomplished. With putting it on the Artem HydroFlex strap, it was comfortable straight out of the box, and it's like a match made in heaven. When you consider I only ever wear my Panerai on an Artem HydroFlex strap, It's just a natural thing for me to want to do the same thing with all my watches. The main reason I purchased this watch was so that I could have a watch that looks luxurious on the wrist, which has that look of my Daytona, but doesn't have that worry factor. The worry factor of what if somebody sees this very similar to a Daytona watch on my wrist and they decide, hey, I'm going to take that watch off him. I'm going to go, yeah, here, take this, because all I'll do is order another one and another one and another one, because it is not a Rolex, it is a TIMEX watch. And even the guy that runs off with my watch is going to be over the moon, and even he is going to become a fan of TIMEX. And all of the thieves in London, maybe they're going to start stealing TIMEXs and leave the Rolex wearing community alone. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Joking aside, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the next Brenny video.